Andrew Freund here sitting with the incomparable, can I say incomparable?
Sure.
Bethenny Frankel, welcome.
Thank you.
Well, I'm welcoming you to your own set.
Thank you.
Which
Well, then welcome you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So first, let's talk a little bit about this. Let's talk about, I mean, I see your name there. I see your name up here. I mean, you're driving the train. You're the conductor on this thing.
I am flying this plane, and these are my passengers, and I want to make sure that they enjoy the ride, that they are comfortable, that they have a good experience, and that they get to their destination. But sometimes the journey is more fun than the destination.
Now, what would you say, how does your show feel? What type of talk show is Bethenny?
It feels like female empowerment, right? Yeah. It feels like girl power, I'm woman, hear me roar. It feels like that. Like, let's just get into it. Let's be honest about it, whether it's comfortable or uncomfortable, but let's just go there. Let's get into it.
Now, this, you know, there's a lot of talk shows on the air.
Yes.
It's a very competitive marketplace.
Yes.
How would you say your show sets itself apart from the others?
I don't know if it sounds cliche. I don't really pay attention to what the others are doing. I mean, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Everyone likes to come out of the gate and judge what everyone's doing, and this is this or that's that, or was she uncomfortable the first day, or is she talking too loud, or did she too much sex, or the truth of the matter is, it's like I was a baby learning how to walk, and I'm here every day learning what women want to talk about, what I want to talk about, what interests us. The show is a living, breathing thing, and every day it changes. And it's a difficult show to do because it's not just, okay, today we're having a celebrity and a musical guest. I just want to talk about what women want to talk about. So that could be different every day. That changes all the time. So we're really moving very quickly and trying to kind of just go where the fish are, go where the interesting conversation is.
What have you learned about yourself doing the show?
I have learned that I really do have a natural curiosity. I've learned so much more how much I love women and want to fight for them, and how much I'm really passionate about this show because I want it to work, because I want to have this conversation. I don't think this conversation is being had on television, and I now feel it's my responsibility to be a success so we can continue to have this conversation. I'm certainly not doing it for the money. I don't need to do it. I would enjoy the rest, but I'm not here to rest. I'm here to make a difference. So that's what the show's about.
You do okay. You don't need, you're not doing it for the money. You're fine.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying some people listen, a lot of people have to do certain things that they may not totally enjoy. There are talk show hosts right now that do it because they need to do it. And I'm doing it because I want to do it.
Ellen is one of the producers on the show. What would you say advice you've gotten from her, learned from her success being a talk show host?
What's amazing about Ellen is that she's got her own show. She's in her 11th season. She's a massive success, and she's in her soup and I'm in my soup. But when I'll call her every couple of weeks. We text often, but I'll call her every couple of weeks and just say, oh, hi, okay, let's discuss this. And then we go into it. A couple of weeks ago, she was in her pajamas, and we were just talking for about an hour and a half, which is surreal, by the way, to just be talking, not that she was in her pajamas, but just to be talking about what's going on at the show. She is a smart, powerful woman. She understands how different we are, so she's not trying to kind of insert her opinion into the show. She just wants to be there for me as a mentor to go what I'm going through. It's something that looks much easier than it is. And I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying it's a very difficult thing to do. That's why I guess not that many people can do it. So she's one of the only people she's the only person that I have in my life that I can really just go through the emotion behind it, when you're tired, how you feel, if something bothers you that happens in a segment, just what goes on. So she's an amazing, amazing, amazing woman.
Toughest interview so far?
The interview, I could talk to anyone. The interviews aren't difficult. Doing an interview within a time frame is difficult. So Kate Gosselin was a very last minute booking, came in the night before, and we were going to do her, it was pitched to me to do her in the audience, just talking about mom questions, and I said, no, everyone wants to talk, we want to know the deal with her first before we start taking mom advice from her. So it only ended up being one segment, which is short, and I felt like there were more places that I could go. So you're watching on TV and you think someone could just go as long as they can. They can't. You have a commercial coming. So kind of the logistics that are behind the scenes, that can be frustrating, because I feel like there's more to do. You have to get what you want to say out, and you have to make it satisfying for the viewer. Sometimes someone's coming on to give tips about something, and you really want to make sure that they get those tips at home. So we can't just sit around and just like lollygag. They're flipping channels. You want them to kind of get their information and go on about their day.
Dream guest?
I've said Mark Zuckerberg because I think he's really interesting, but Amanda Bynes would be a dream guest. I like people that are controversial. I like people that don't feel comfortable going anywhere else because they don't feel like they're going to be able to just discuss what's going on with them emotionally and psychologically, which is why I liked Kate Gosselin. I liked having the other women on the show today. I want to, not for the sake of it, I don't want to have someone come on here and like, you know, cane them. I want to understand what's going on, like how their mind is working.
Where are you in your businesses? Because I know this is a huge job for you.
This is a business for sure.
This is a business. Where are we with Skinny Girl? Where are we with the books? Where are we with the empire that is yourself?
I have just launched my 5th book, Skinny Girl Solutions, which is pretty much about how a woman can do it all, how you do it all, keep your house organized, you know, what's going on with how you're feeding your kids healthy food, how you're packing, how you're editing your closet, just like it's a go-to guide. It's kind of like a blueprint for this talk show in many ways. And as far as the Skinny Girl brand, it hasn't even begun. There are a lot of things coming up that people don't even know about. They're gonna hit them by surprise really quickly. Like I'm launching something very big in just like about 2 weeks that no one knows about. And not in cocktails, in other things. So we're going into everything from salty snacks to non-alcoholic beverages to ice cream. So Skinny Girl is an amazing, amazing brand that has a lot of power.
What gets you tongue-tied? If anything gets you tongue-tied?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know that anything gets me tongue-tied.
Final question, most important question of this interview. Tell me about your experience working on Saved by the Bell.
My experience working on Saved by the Bell, I often talk about that you have to kind of just go there, but there is a lot of luck. I was going out to LA after, was it high school? Right at college. I didn't even walk with the class. I wanted to come out to LA. I wanted to act, and I was about to miss I was going to see my father, my estranged father, and I missed the plane. They said that I couldn't get on the plane at the last minute, or they bumped my seat or something. At the last minute, they came and they said, well, okay, we just found one seat, and it's in first class. So they put me in first class, sitting next to a guy who was the senior vice president of production for NBC, or some big title like that. I think that was it. And long story short, I engaged him the whole flight, and he gave me a job as a PA in Saved by the Bell. I didn't even know what Saved by the Bell was. But as it turned out, it was 6 weeks. They were doing the beach episodes. So, and I lived really close to there for the summer. So it was fun, but it was hard work. I mean, work is hard. It doesn't matter. Everyone wants to work for me thinking it's going to be some party. It is not a party. You know? I mean, it's just work is work. I mean, it's fun and it's interesting, just like that, but it wasn't like I was drinking pina coladas sitting on the beach in a bikini.
So basically all this is owed to Zach Morris and AC Slater.
A lot of it. A lot of it. Maybe more Mario Lopez. He was the nicest one on the whole thing. He and Elizabeth Berkley were kind of my friends.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bethenny.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to see you again.
You too. You did take a photo.